Good morning, everybody. This is Randy Bach with NEIF. I will be your host for this short presentation on Rockland Electric Company, the 0% financing option. This should take, like I said, about 15 or 20 minutes. We will have the PowerPoint deck emailed out to all the attendees today. This program is going to be pretty exciting. We also have two other programs in New Jersey that are both utility programs and 0%. That's the JCP&L 0% program and also the Atlantic City Electric program. These programs are very similar in the sales process. For those of you who are not NEIF contractors, I'll also share with you how to enroll in the program. And for those of you who are already approved NEIF contractors, I'll share with you the link for Rockland Electric that you do have to enroll in. So this morning I'll be reviewing the RICO program, also the sales process, the eligible products and measures. There is a rebate submission form, which I'll share with you as well. We have some really nice contractor tools for you to utilize with this program and our other programs. And for those of you who do know me, that will be jumping on this program, for those of you who don't, I highly recommend to schedule a one-on-one with me that we can go through in detail with your sales team. So the program is, like I said, very similar to JCP&L and Atlantic City Electric. For those of you who are not enrolled with those programs, this is a true 0% APR fixed monthly payment financing program. The minimum loan is $2,500. The maximum is $15,000, and 100% of the project can be financed net or minus of the rebate. You can take a deposit if you'd like. The homeowner will receive an immediate credit decision. Our entire process is paperless from the application to the loan docs. And this is a simple interest installment loan. And I'd like to really point that out, that this is not an on-bill repayment program like, let's say, a PSE&G, a New Jersey Natural Gas, or a South Jersey Gas. This is an installment loan. It's unsecured, so it's not like a credit card that could fluctuate. The fixed rate will remain intact for the entire length of the loan, or the homeowner can prepay at any time without any prepayment cancellation. Like all of the programs in New Jersey regarding the utilities, only one utility program can be utilized up to $15,000. So there's no double dipping between the utility programs. Also, we have our Energy Plus loan, which can be used in conjunction with the utility program. And that's based on FICO score. So if they have a FICO score of over 720, they'll be able to go up to an additional $20,000 or have an entire loan package of $35,000. As far as the qualifying improvements, again, very similar to JCP&L and also Atlantic City Electric, air source heat pumps, central air conditioning, ductless mini splits and heat pumps, heat pump water heaters, and smart thermostats. Also, for those who are doing home performance with Energy Star, there is a component for that in our program. To take a closer look at the actual rebates, a couple requirements here. Whoever is applying for this loan needs to be a RICO customer and have their name on the customer account bill. Secondly, they need to be the owner of the property and also be on the deed. So essentially, all the tier 1 and tier 2 options for central air do include the SEER 1 and SEER 2 options. You can see the rebate amounts on the right, and the air source heat pipes, or air source heat pipes, need a few more cups of coffee. The air source heat pumps are also listed on tier 1 and tier 2. And if you notice, we also have the SEER 2 option and SEER 1 as well. Air to water heat pumps are on this program as well, the ductless mini splits, etc. And if I scroll down a little further, you're going to notice that they are listing the participating contractors that are currently enrolled in this program. So just like JCP&L and ACE, contractors that are currently enrolled with NEIF, all you have to do is jump on this link right here. And it's pretty simple. You're going to need a few things before you actually apply online. That would be your contractor license, your certificate of insurance, and also your W-9 form. Have that in advance in some type of electronic form. So you'll have to be submitting that to Rockland Electric. Begin the application. This should take you just a few moments to complete. For those of you who are not enrolled in our program, I want to share with you how to get part of this program. So this link will also be sent out in the PowerPoint deck. And to become an approved contractor, all you need to do, it's a 3-step process. On step number 1, you want to select your trade ally. And in this case, it would be Rockland Electric. So I'll go down to RICO, click on that. And the other 2 steps are very simple. It'll take you about 5 minutes to fill this out. Anywhere that there's an asterisk is a required form. And if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, all you need to do is fill in the verification code, press submit. You'll be notified within 24 hours of your acceptance into the program. And from there, we'll be sending out our program agreement. We're also going to need your W-9, your ACH information, and your certification of insurance. And that's really it. So we can get you guys enrolled and onboarded. And all you would have to do next is just jump into the RICO link, get approved for that, and then you're good to go. Okay. The sales process is pretty simple. Whoops, I am sorry, pushed the wrong button. So this looks like there's quite a bit on this screen. So just bear with me. Process is real simple. We have a page that we created for all of our contractors. It's called the Financing Gateway. That's where you want to direct your homeowner to apply. Once they apply online, they're going to receive an immediate credit decision based upon their FICO score. And you'll also be notified via email that your homeowner did apply, and will then be asking you to upload your contract or proposal. And on that contract or proposal, you need to list the total job cost, and I'll be sharing with you an example of this shortly. Also, the measures of what you'll be putting in, either electric, and by the way, there is a component also, as long as you have an electric measure, to put a gas furnace and a boiler in as well. So you're going to have to list the measures, for example, 16 SEER, 12.5 EER for the air, and the gas measure for the furnace or the boiler has to be at least 95, 96, or 97% efficient. Also, you're going to have to list the rebate amount for both the Rockland utility and whoever the gas utility is for the gas measure. If there's no gas component, you don't have to worry about that. And then just net everything out. All the financing, as I stated earlier, is net of the rebate. So we need to see the total job cost to be financed. Once they do the application, you'll have 120 days of an approval to complete the job. So once we receive your contract, we will send out the loan docs, we'll notify the homeowner, and it will also be notifying you with something called a notice to proceed. You therefore will go and start the job. Once the job is completed, both you and the homeowner will sign an electronic document called a completion certificate. And then once we receive that rebate submission has to be sent in to ICF. And I'll show you what that form looks like in a second. And then from there, once we get approval from ICF and we have your completion certificates, you'll be getting a check for the rebates from ICF, and we'll be funding the transaction via ACH. And that should take roughly less than 48 hours once we get an approval. Okay. So with the rebate form, this is real critical because we can't move forward until we get an approval from the rebate processing folks. And you're going to need the following. You're going to need a paid invoice, okay, or a notice to proceed from NEIF with what you're installing, okay. In addition to that, the serial numbers, and also it has to be zeroed out. Also include the AHRI certificate, meeting the minimum qualification standards that's set forth by the utility. Also, a copy of the customer's RICO electric bill. As I stated earlier, whoever is applying for the loan, their name also has to be the account holder on the utility bill. For the first time only, you have to submit your W-9 form, and this is very similar with the other utility programs. They have to inform our friends in Washington that they're paying you that rebate amount. So the rebate forms look exactly like what you see here on the screen. A little hard to view, but I'll be showing you what it looks like up close and personal. And to the right over here, this is a sample of what the contract should look like. So I know everybody has different types of software with their contracts or proposals, or if you're doing them by hand, that's fine. We just need to see the description of what you're going to be installing, the total contract cost, what your improvements are that you are installing, and you please put the measures on there. As I stated earlier, if it's a SEER 1 or a SEER 2, the 15.2 and the 12.0 EER, please list that. And below that, we're going to need the rebate amount. So you net that out. We need to see the total amount to be financed. Also enclose a copy of the utility bill with the sample contract so we can verify that the homeowner that is applying is on the RICO energy bill. There's also a Q&A feature that we have part of this presentation. So if anybody has any questions so far, please put that in the question box, and then we could take that and answer some of your questions. So are there any questions as of right now regarding the program, the sales process, and next steps? I'm going to wait a few moments. I don't see any questions, so I guess the coffee is kicking in. Okay. So as just in summary here, 100% financing net of the rebate is available. Okay. You can take a deposit, not a problem. Just a brief reminder, this is not an on-bill repayment program. It is an unsecured loan. Okay. So that's really important. So they will not be paying the utility on a monthly basis. NEIF is the lender for this program. There's also a calculator feature. So if you're doing straight HVAC, you would leave it on HVAC. If you're doing home performance with Energy Star, for those of you who are doing the home performance with Energy Star, we will also need to see your Snug Pro document in conjunction with your contract and also the utility bill. So the way the calculator works, it's pretty simple. Let's just say that the job cost was $15,250, and the rebate on this specific air conditioning product is $250. So the net amount to be financed would be $15,000. This program differs from JCP&L, where there's an extra component here for the monthly payment option. We have a 36, a 60, and an 84 month. So a 3, 5, and a 7-year program, and that could be prepaid at any point in time. Also, as far as the 3 simple steps, just an easier graphic here, considering what I showed you all earlier. Just have them apply from the site that we created from your company. I will show you an example for those of you contractors that are not currently enrolled in our program. From there, they'll get the immediate credit decision. You send us your contract or proposal with the utility bill, have the measures on the contract, also list the rebate amounts. And again, we need to see the amount to be financed. From there, we're going to send loan docs out. Shortly thereafter, both you and the property owner will receive the completion certificate electronically, and those need to be signed upon completion of the job. Get that rebate form into ICF as soon as possible. I also shared with you what's required with that rebate form. So once you get all that in and we receive confirmation back from ICF, we would fund the transaction within 2 days. As far as property eligibility, I'm saying this for like the 14th time, but not a problem. They have to be a Rockland Electric account holder to get the financing. So if there's a husband and wife, and the wife is applying and she's not on the bill, the person who is on the bill needs to apply. This is for primary residence and vacation homes. They do have to be deeded properties, and unfortunately, there's no rental properties as part of this program. They also must be on a permanent or a fixed foundation. On the bottom of this, and again, this is on our website, we do have a program brochure and also the contractor overview. That's the entire slide deck is also included on this site. Just to share with you what the gateways look like, this is one of our contractors in the New Jersey area. And over here, you're going to see all the programs that this contractor is listed. Everybody who's an approved contractor will have the Energy Plus loan, which could be used for virtually anything that's not an eligible product for the RICO program. So if you're doing an 80% swap out furnace or a generator or just a hot water heater, this is a great program. You'll also see, for those of you who are playing in this the JCP&L territory, you'll have that link there listed as well. There's a learn more feature that goes into detail on the program. Obviously, Atlantic City Electric is also in New Jersey, and then the RICO program is listed here. Okay, so where I started the presentation on the learn more feature, that is the component that I shared with everybody. But more importantly, this is the link that you want your homeowners to apply. And when I click on this link, for all the programs that you're signed up for with NEIF, you'll see them all listed over here from the Energy Plus, in this case, AC Electric, RICO, and JCP&L. Okay. So at this time, that's the conclusion of my presentation. Again, we'll be sending out to you the slide deck, which covers everything I just shared with you. But before I close out, is there any questions at all on any facet of my presentation, the program, the process, the eligible products, etc.? I'll just wait a few moments. Okay, everybody. Hey, thank you very much for attending. Those of you who are currently enrolled in NEIF's programs, please go ahead and enroll in the RICO program, and you can schedule a personal one-on-one with myself and your sales team, which we can drill into a deeper dive on the program, the process, the rebate application, and some of our contractor tools. So everybody, thank you for attending today. Have a great Wednesday afternoon, and I look forward to supporting everybody in the near future.